All right, ladies, we are live.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to Founder Friday. Happy Friday. I'm very excited about today's interview. We have Janessa Lea of Break the Stigma Fitness in Denver. She also has a clothing line called Fit Girl.
Fit Cannabis Girl.
Fit Cannabis Girl. And I am so excited to talk to Janessa today about how she started her business, some of the challenges that she's overcome, and what she's going to be doing in the future with her awesome idea for working out while you are medicated. So I love it. Just want to say hi to Jamie, my lovely co-host and producer, because I realized as you were getting everything queued up, you really are the producer on this show.
Yeah,
Jamie.
and here I am on my phone trying to share it with all the groups so we get our audience.
Yes.
Once a producer, always a producer, right?
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get right into our interview. So Janessa, I have to tell you, when you showed up in the Facebook group and I saw what you did, I knew I had to talk to you. One of the reasons, because it's what a super cool business. I love the fact that a lot of women are being inspired to start businesses around the things that they love, because the medicine in some way has helped them with their health, helped them come, mainly with their health, gain confidence, feel better. It's helped their families. And to be able to turn that into something that you really love doing, that is such a gift. So when I saw that you had actually mixed fitness and cannabis, I had to talk to you about it. So tell me how you got started.
So cannabis, like you had said, cannabis greatly impacted my life. It gave me a quality of life back that doctors basically said I wouldn't have. That led me to wanting to get back to work after I was out of work for a number of years due to my health. And then with the cannabis, I started obviously feeling so much better. And because it helped me in such a way, and I also wanted to get back to work, I needed to combine those two avenues, because if I went back to, say, a 9-to-5 office job and I couldn't incorporate fitness into my daily life, I would get sick again. See, I have something called Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, and it's a connective tissue disease. And it causes a lot of pain and dislocations, a lot of hypermobility throughout your entire body. So I combat that by building strong muscles around my weak points through physical fitness, and cannabis helps me do that. It helps calm the pain and inflammation, so I can consistently work out and build my muscle. So this has become a lifestyle for me. And I was faced with the dilemma of, if I have to go back to work and I don't have the time to spend on my physical health, I would deteriorate and get sick again, essentially. So I needed to combine these two avenues. And because it helped me in such a way, I wanted to share this message with as many people as I could too. So having a center where people can come learn about how to incorporate these two avenues together, I could teach them how to, do that and do it in an environment where they feel safe and, happy to be there. I wanted to provide that place. So that's what I did. And I opened a fitness center called Break the Stigma Fitness. That's what we're out to do, to break that cannabis stigma. We're not lazy stoners. We are athletic. We grind hard. We're business owners. And, we can incorporate being a strong, a business owner, an entrepreneur with cannabis. And, you can be successful with it.
Yes, I completely agree. In fact, some of the most ambitious women that I know are stoners.
Yes,
so I think it's absolutely breaking the stigma. Those two they don't go hand in hand. The most productive people that I know actually consume regularly. So
yeah, and in fact, Kira and I have meetings all the time. We really do. I mean, and it's just proving that we can actually function and we can be successful and still consume.
Absolutely. Little secret, this is medicated coconut oil coffee. So, medicating right now throughout my day, and I definitely get my work done, it's my lifestyle. And I'm proud of it. And I'm proud to say, I have a business and I can run this stuff and it doesn't affect me in a negative way. It actually enhances my life. I have a quality of life now.
You're living the dream, Janessa.
Thank you. Honestly, that's how I feel.
Tell me about your gym. What kind of classes do you provide? How do you incorporate cannabis into fitness? Because it isn't just, hey, come and get high here, right? This is actually a program.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we offer yoga, lifted lotus yoga. We have medicated meditation and bud boot camp. So there's 3 different classes that we offer in rotation, and we're going to be adding more as we go as well. I have 2 different instructors here as well. And what we do is we offer 15 minutes to medicate beforehand. You can definitely medicate throughout your workout as well. We have a little area, where you can come in and medicate if we're outside doing the boot camp. And we're making a little dab station right now, so people can go up and just kind of hit the email throughout the workouts as well. Yes. And just making it super accessible and bridging that gap and breaking that stigma. Cannabis and fitness can definitely go together. I love being able to work out. Who doesn't want to do sets, dab, and then you get back in it and you work harder, longer, stronger. I don't know any other way to work out, honestly. It's benefited me so much. It's just great, honestly.
Is there any science around fitness and cannabis? Does it help you have a shorter recovery time? Does it give you more stamina? Is there anything you know about that?
Yeah, it definitely aids in muscle recovery. It's an anti-inflammatory as well. Similar to a runner's high, you can get into the zone, very similar with cannabis and how it affects your endocannabinoid system. So it really helps that mind-body connection too. So you're really able to not just do your sets, but do your sets in in position, in formation, because you have that connection with your body. If you haven't worked out medicated, I definitely suggest it.
I just came back. I do CrossFit 3 times a week, and I think I'm going to go medicated on Monday because as you're talking, I'm the mind body thing. I'm in there and I'm doing the body, but I don't have that connection that you're talking about when I'm doing that. So,
and you'll be able to go longer. I promise you. And maybe test it. Do you use a fitness watch or see where you're at maybe before and then medicate the next time and see how much longer you can go, because everybody's different, but I definitely, it's going to help you. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So let me talk to you a little bit about your business. And you said from basically being on disability and having to go back. How did you go from being on disability to owning your own business?
Well, it's just,
did you get funding? Did you have to put a pitch deck together? Was it friends and family? You obviously have a whole facility now.
Okay. So here's a great story. Honestly, I moved to Colorado here in November. 3 weeks after I moved here, my car was totaled. And I faced the position of, here's a check and you can go buy a new car. Or I could put all that money and risk it and put it into this gym. And so that's what I did. I didn't have a car. I, dealt with, you make sacrifices. If you want something in life, you really do. And this is something I truly, truly wanted. And so I took that, and it could have been something that I could have let destroy me. I could have ran back to Minnesota, then, gave up. But anything that comes your way, you can always spin it into a positive. You can always take something and turn it into a, it's all how you look at it and your viewpoint. So, you use what you have, and that's what I did.
Good for you, man.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed with you.
Thank you.
That is so courageous. Please. And you're the first fitness center like this anywhere, right?
Yes. We are the first cannabis-friendly fitness facility to be opened in the United States. So it's something, obviously I'm very proud about. It's very exciting for me, and I just can't wait to share that with as many people as I can.
So do you have plans to share that? Are you going to franchise this as more states?
Yes, absolutely. That's definitely in my, in the future and what I want to do. I see this definitely being something that can help, so many people. And that's definitely, what I see it doing.
Any chance you're bringing it to Grand Haven, Michigan next?
I know there's so many things. I mean, like, absolutely. There's so, who knows?
And what you've done is a classic example of creating that niche, creating a solution for something that, it's something that's different that we haven't seen, and people love it because, I mean, this is what we want. This is how I choose my vacations, is going to somewhere where I know I can consume cannabis. And now, like, this would encourage me to work out. I mean, I choose to work out outdoors, and for obvious reasons. And I just don't like being in a gym. But when I know I can do this, I'd probably go to the gym more often.
Oh yeah, right. It's very encouraging when you know that you can medicate and you know that you feel so much better medicating. So when you combine like that positive feeling with working out, which gives you such a positive feeling too, I mean, only good is going to come from it. Honestly, you come out working out, feeling just so much better in mind, body, and soul. It's a whole, it's all encompassing really. And cannabis really helps just tie that all together.
So when you got started, was it a tough start, or did you open the doors and you were flooded?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're getting there. I mean, it is a tough start. It's marketing. I'm learning. This is something I've definitely done basically, it's on my own. And social media and marketing is something like day by day here. I'm trying to get more education about and stuff too, because, it's definitely something I feel like that'll help the business, but it's getting the word out there. And, fortunately there's been, some good PR about Break the Stigma Fitness. We've had the cannabis here doing some recording. We had, a good turnout at the grand opening. We have about, 10 to 12 people showing for classes here. It's that's about what we can accommodate. And, we would like to have more than 4 classes a week, and I definitely see that happening. And as soon as, we can get more people in the doors, I'm looking forward to doing that.
I am surprised that you do not have like a crowd of people busting through your doors every day. If I was in Denver, I would be there.
Hell yeah. And I think people just have to hear about us more. Like I said, I'm kind of, the guerrilla team, street team on this, and getting the word out there myself. And I'm grateful for this opportunity, because this definitely, help get the word out about it. And that's basically just kind of where I'm at, is getting people to hear about us, getting them to know that we're here, getting our flyers out in the dispensaries around us, promotional stuff, learning.
Do you have teachers, or do you teach all the classes?
I have teachers, and I'm in the process of getting my certification as well.
And are you going to do anything online?
That's in the works. I promise it's coming. Break the Stigma Fitness Worldwide is a group that I do have on Facebook, and I am looking to I will be inviting people then from all over to join in on classes. And this is something that is in the works.
Please let us know when you decide to do that, because we want to help you promote that. I think that's awesome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So in addition to this incredible fitness center that you have, you've also launched a fitness clothing line.
Yes.
How did that
work? There's like, I love all those really catchy, like little fitness sayings. And I decided to combine that with cannabis. And so I've got clothes, shirts like Chronically Fit, Dabs for Abs, Dank Strength. It's something that I've been able to use my creative side to be able to do, which is something like I've always been more creative and kind of an artsy person. So, being able to maintain like your passions and stuff, it helps you stay excited about your career and stuff. So that's really, I have that, like, it's just an added fun, really piece, honestly, for me. And I have a lot of fun with it.
So where do you have your clothes manufactured? Do you have them manufactured here? Do you have manufactured in China? How do you come up with your designs? I mean, you make it sound like it's a very simple little thing, but it's not that simple to produce a clothing line.
So here again, it's all about using your resources and getting really creative and crafty. I bought a t-shirt press, and I have a die cutter. I do everything on my own.
That's awesome.
That is so awesome.
You know, my shirt press is right here and everything. So that gives me the freedom to be able to make whatever designs I want. Unfortunately, when you do a clothing line or anything, you have to pay per design, and it gets very expensive. And that's not where I was at. So I got crafty. I looked into what was available. And you can, with a basic die cutting machine and a t-shirt press, I've been able to release my line.
Do you have anything there you can show us? Any t-shirts?
Hey, honey, will you go downstairs and grab some of my shirts, please? Thank you so much. In a minute, go ahead. Thank you.
Coming up.
So go grab some, they're downstairs.
Awesome. And we have to give Jennifer Murphy a shout out. Is it Murphy or Murray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Murray.
Jennifer Murray's jewelry, I have to get a piece. Jamie's wearing one. You're wearing the sativa leaf, Jamie?
Yeah, yes. Well,
And
beautiful.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And Janessa has the THC molecules, which is, I just love it. And I feel like I'm the odd man out. I need one. Jennifer, if you're watching, I need a necklace.
Yes.
We just need to make her one of our sponsors, and then we'll wear all kinds of pieces.
Yeah. Because, there you go.
I know, I get
Look it up,
all
Jennifer.
the time. You know, everybody always asks where I get it. And it's a great conversation starter as well.
Every cannabis event that I go to, I'm bombarded with questions about this jewelry. So yes, always repping their stuff.
I'm sure people go up to some of your customers and they're, where did you get the dabs for Absher? You know,
so where can we get those, Janessa? That's
been fun. So yes, on breakthestigmafitness.com, under the store tab, I have my designs there. There's like,
oh yeah.
Yes,
great.
That's awesome.
I think you need one of those, Jamie.
I think I do too.
Hothead.
Wait, bring that one back, Janessa. I didn't see that. Fit Pothead. I love it, and it's even a hashtag.
And I've actually teamed up with Miss Mary Jane Co. Are you guys familiar with Miss Mary Jane Co. leggings? These amazing.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Leggings. Amazing.
Love those.
She has as well these, and especially for working out. So, yes, you guys. Everybody, y'all need these. So we've teamed up because obviously my fitness shirts go amazing with her leggings. And we are also working on a line together. So stay tuned for that as well. But she's got amazing cannabis inspired fashions. So check her stuff out too. mmjco.com.
Wow. So you are launching your own brand.
Yes.
And you're partnering. Oh, let's see. What's that?
Joint gym selfie.
Yeah. Awesome.
Chronic endurance.
I want that one.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that
Chronic
it's kind
endurance.
of cute.
And all those are available on breakthestigmafitness.com in the store tab. Mary Jane Co. leggings. But yeah, the clothing line, like I said, it's been really, really fun. It's been something that I've been able to be like my creative side, and that's it. I think it's important to keep your passions too, the other stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you see yourself as an entrepreneur?
No, honestly, I saw myself as I was sick for so long. And so it took me a long time to almost talk myself out of that. I had doctors and so many people tell me that I was going to be this wheelchair bound person and, sick my whole life. And so it was really hard to tell myself that I just, you really, it came to a point where I just didn't want to live my life like that anymore. And I chose not to believe them, and I chose to just believe in myself. And I didn't see myself as an entrepreneur, I guess. I mean, it's become that way. It's something you don't choose, I guess. It's just, I don't know. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of women are in that position right now because they don't want to do what they're doing. They want to be committed to something around the medicine because it's helped them in their life in some way, but they don't really know where to start, and they never really saw themselves as entrepreneurs. So
just get that confidence. Yeah, I think just being confident in yourself is so important, and not listening to anybody who's gonna bad talk you. I think there's a lot of people who hear cannabis and they're gonna, people around you are gonna, say maybe negative things, or, there's just gonna be like, those haters and stuff. And you just have to truly believe in yourself and not let any of that affect your bubble. You have to truly build a bubble around yourself and focus on your goals. And if you focus on just yourself and your goals, you're gonna achieve good things. I mean, you can't go wrong.
That's such great advice. That's so awesome. Is there any advice that you have besides that for women who are maybe kind of considering now that they understand that this is an option? They may not have thought about this before, but maybe now the idea of being able to combine their love of fitness with cannabis. Do you have any advice for people who want to start in this industry?
As far as opening a business related to cannabis and fitness?
Yes.
It's going to vary state by state on what laws that you have, because the social consumption law with having not being able to medicate in a business. So again, how I got around that, this business is at a residence, and in Colorado, you don't have the ability to have a business license with cannabis, a cannabis-friendly business. So I've kind of been able to work around that, and you just kind of have to check out your zoning requirements, the laws within your within your state, within your county, and within your city. And if you're good and you get you're checked good up, you're good on zoning and stuff. I mean, pursue with what you want to do. But unfortunately, there are a lot of roadblocks right now because of there's not the business consumption laws, available. We're working, I've done a lot of advocacy work myself within Normal. I've spoke out, we're trying to get, this law changed here in Colorado. Unfortunately, it's something that we're still working on. But until then, I saw the ability to be able to kind of do it in another way.
I think that's so smart. And I love creative solutions,
Yes.
And you couldn't do it if you were not also an activist. And that's one of the things that Jamie and I drive home. And every conversation we have, no matter who we talk to, it always comes back to some degree, you have to be involved and become an activist. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to figure out your way around it to be able to deliver this service if all you knew was what's on the books.
That's 100% true. I mean, I got into the cannabis industry as an advocate in 2014 in Minnesota, just by sharing my story, testifying, speaking to representatives and senators. And I think it's so important that we not only just support this business, support the business, but we seek to make positive policy change. These laws, there are still people suffering in so many states, and that's something that's always, important to me, and I'll always continue to be an advocate first, for sure, because, it's medicine and everybody deserves to be able to have access to it. And so until everybody does, that's just going to be a part of my mission, and a part of also why I share my story too, because that's how you get people to change their minds. Talking to the representatives and senators and saying, listen, this helps me so much. This is my medicine, and this is how. That's how you change that's how we change. You have to go and share your story. So I definitely advise anybody who has a positive, powerful story where cannabis has changed your life, you go out and you speak to your representatives and you share that with them. And if you can't do that face to face, you send them a letter, you send them an email or anything. Just let them know that this is your medicine, and they work for you. And people don't always understand that they're there to represent you. But if they don't hear these opinions from you, they're going to continue on doing this crap that they're doing with not having good policy around cannabis. So definitely speak out, be involved, get involved at your local, at your local and state level. It's important and especially if you want to run a business too around cannabis. Like you said, it's just, you got to have that,
Be brave.
Yeah, always.
Well, you've got such a great story, because here, as I'm looking at you and talking with you, I cannot imagine that you were close to being in a wheelchair. I can't believe anybody ever said that to you. You look amazingly healthy and fit, and it just doesn't compute that you were that close, but it's
so close that I had a rental wheelchair in my house, and they would come and measure my, they were building my wheelchair. It wasn't, they were literally building it, and I had a rental one in my house. I would get up every day looking at that wheelchair, not today, and go to the park and work out with my daughter. She would play, and I would just do my physical therapy. Unfortunately, during that time, I was also in a really abusive relationship. And so with Cannabis and Fitness, having that was my refuge. And that's what got me out of that environment too. So it saved my life on so many levels, that I'm so protective of it, because it's such an important mind, body, and soul medicine, and it's truly saved my life.
And to add to it, you're a mother and you were in that situation, which is it. I mean, come on, talk about how do you have any self-esteem after that? How do you have any confidence digging out of that? But you did, and look at what you've done. It's just
thank you.
So amazing.
My daughter, she definitely. My daughter's 10 now, and she's the most amazing little girl. And unfortunately, she has Ehlers Danlos as well, because it's a genetic disease. And so when she got her diagnosis, that really, really kicked my ass into gear. And, I needed to maintain and be a positive role model and, fight this disease head on for her. So she knows how to manage this disease, and she treats it in the way that is best for her body. It's not just about me, it's for her,
Well, she's very lucky to have such an incredible role model for a mom.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I'm just so blown away by you. I'm so glad we've had a chance to talk.
Well, thank you so much.
So much respect to you for what you've done. It's really, having women like you in this industry is what is going to change the needle. We're going to move the needle up to 50% of the top executives in this industry are going to be women, with women like you at the helm of these businesses. So awesome. Jamie, do we have any questions?
Right now, we don't have any questions. Audience, you guys that are watching right now, there are several. I mean, there are a ton of comments. People are so stoked on your business and what you're doing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, there's a lot. So the first one I see, it says, this is the new breed of stoner.
Yeah.
There's comments on your shirt. Ashley Kingsley asked that you consider coming to the Elementa or sponsoring Elementa. I don't know if have you ever heard of Elementa?
Yes, actually, definitely. And I'm going to their events on Wednesday next week for sure. They had me and sponsored me, allowed me to come there at their first Denver event here. They're a great group of women who are changing that cannabis stereotype and getting women together in a really positive environment. So I'm definitely excited for that. We'll see you there, Ashley, on Wednesday.
Yeah, and we're bringing Elementa to Michigan, here in Michigan. So it's super exciting. Like,
awesome. So are you a part of Elementa?
Well, we're about to be. We're in the discussions of bringing it into Michigan because it's needed. I've been seeing what's going on in Denver. And by the way, I lived in Colorado for 7 years. And but like and I was there for the big legalization boom, and holy moly, I wish you would have had your business then. I may have never left Colorado. but yeah, let me read over some of the other comments here. Women rule. And then we have, let's see here. Go ahead and because it's only showing me half of the comments. So let me get in and try to read some more.
Okay.
Go ahead and you guys can chat a little bit.
So Janessa, what are your plans for growth? How are you planning on growing your business?
You know, as the laws change, advocating to change the laws. So this can be something that can be franchised. Advocating at the state level here to have, so we can have cannabis-friendly businesses. We're actually meeting on Saturday for Initiative 300 to speak, you know, to talk about strategic planning to go about doing this. So, I mean, just staying involved with that and, you know, growing, you know, as far, you know, promoting and, you know, that way, I guess, getting our names out there.
Are you doing any speaking engagements?
Okay. So I am also a sponsored athlete now.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yes, we didn't even get into this. So they're called MJ Fitness, and they do marijuana, nutrition, and education. Really, they put out so much positive information in the movement, and they have sponsored myself. And so I'm training for a 5K, well, 3 5Ks with them, and I'm currently seeking like sponsorships for more racing, more races. But yeah, I'm training for 2 5Ks in October and 1 5K in November, and you know, I just to share the word, I guess, that way as well. You know, that's been fun.
Well, I suggest that you consider really using your platform for some thought leadership, because I would love to go see you on a panel or see you doing a keynote at a conference about fitness and cannabis, because this is kind of an untapped area.
Yeah.
You know, most people are going towards the manufacturing side of creating salves and tinctures and edibles, and that's great. But there's this whole other world that's going to open up in business opportunity. And I think the more that we understand how cannabis affects fitness, the more we can, you know, a Pilates studio and personal training and all of these other things that can evolve around fitness once people really understand that this is an area that we can explore in this industry. So I really would love to hear you speak about it.
Yeah, I would, you know, honestly, a TED Talk is in like my goals. You know, I would love to be able to share this message on a platform like that. You know, it's something I see that, you know, I would be able to, you know, definitely reach so many more people so they could hear about how they could, you know, implement those things into their life.
Well, MJ Biz does their conference twice a year, and I think you would be a great fit for something like that. And it's a woman-run business.
Yeah.
So they're very supportive of women-owned businesses as well.
Yeah, and that's something I've always, I feel really strongly about myself. I work with a lot of, I mean, like all the businesses I actually work with are women ran businesses. So, I mean, like that's an important thing for me too. I just want to continue to lift up the other women around me. You know, I think it's important that we work together, better together. It's so important that we're not fighting against each other, that we all come together in this movement because it's better for everybody. Like, you know, the caddy stuff and all that stuff. It's just, it's not necessary. It's not needed. And we're better than that, you know? So I would like to, you know, hold this industry to, you know, a high standard, as you say. But, you know, with that, you know, I think it's definitely important that we all work together.
I completely agree. Absolutely. Speaking of working together, do you find that, I mean, you're in a very pot-friendly state.
Yes.
Do you find that then your neighbors and other businesses, are they supportive of what you're doing? Do you have a lot of support in the community?
You know, our neighbors are very nice and no one has ever said anything. They've actually have offered to lend us their driveway if we need more space. So, I mean, like, honestly, like people are becoming so much more accepting of this, and it's been truly like a really beautiful thing to see, especially coming from Minnesota, where things were so much, you know, you're very criminalized and look very negatively, you know, using cannabis and stuff. And it's such the atmosphere here is so much more. I'm just relaxed because I'm not constantly worrying about I'm being judged, I'm a criminal, this, that, and the other, you know, like the negative stereotypes around cannabis. It's just not here.
That's great.
Yeah, we're fortunate. I mean, people are like, would you go back? No way. Like this place is amazing.
Well, you are on an amazing trajectory. I'm so excited for you. And please yes.
We also, so have you heard of the 420 games?
No.
Okay, Jamie.
I have.
So the 420, so the 420 games is a 4.2 mile run, and they do like, it's education, cannabis education, research, but this race is built around, the 420 games. And so they do that, they do the tour in all the legal states. But they started having, the first chapter is now going to be opened in Colorado. And I'm actually one of the two coaches that they've named. And we're having our launch party here at WEiC with Stigma Fitness for the 420 games. So it's been something that on September 9th. Sorry.
Nice.
So in a few weeks here, we're going to have a real, I'm really excited about that because we're trying to get this community of cannabis athletic people together. And the 420 games, they've been doing this for a few years. And fortunately, they've teamed up with MJ Fitness, which is my cannabis athlete sponsors, and they're the ones who are kind of putting this together. And then we're hosting it here at WEiC Fitness, so I'm really excited about that too. That's just another thing that, if people are in Colorado, please definitely come out and check us out on that day. We're going to have athletic competitions, food, games, like just a really fun launch party surrounding cannabis fitness and good people.
Are you going to live stream it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we will. We'll be on.
Yeah, live stream it and then let us know in the group, and we'll put up a notice for you. We're happy to help you with this business. I think it's going to benefit a lot of people.
I really appreciate it. Really, really, really. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Jamie, do we have any questions?
Let's see.
Any more comments you want to share before we?
So we have, Trisha says that it's a great story, super courageous. Lisa says that she lost 100 pounds thanks to cannabis. And I've had similar experiences. I started using higher doses of edibles to help me sleep at night. And when I started doing that, boy, did it change. Weight started just naturally falling off. Do you offer any sort of education for using cannabis for weight loss?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've lost over 100 pounds myself with it. And, specifically it's THCV, that's an appetite suppressant. So people, if you are looking for strain specific medicine to help, control any cravings, seek out that THCV because that's where you're going to get it for sure. That's probably going to be in your more sativa strains. So often for me, those will be the ones that I would smoke anyways before working out. But definitely for cravings, it's good.
That's awesome.
I wrote that down.
Yeah, I know, right? Everyone's like, what? We can help you lose weight? Hang on. I know, but it's the truth. Like you said, the weight literally drops off you. It's amazing because you know what happens? Scientifically in your body just comes back to equilibrium and you get homeostasis, endocannabinoid system, your body just needs to be balanced back out. And that's what cannabis does. It really just balances you out. And, the foods and all the products that unfortunately are in, our day-to-day lives kind of, put our endocannabinoid systems out of whack. So cannabis is truly a medicine. It's a vitamin, in my eyes.
I love it. Thank you so much, Janessa.
Thank you guys.
And then I have one more question. When we build a business in the cannabis industry, whether we are just starting or we've been doing it for 2-3 years, some days we feel beat down. I don't know if you've seen the life of an entrepreneur and it's up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, what kind of advice do you offer to women on how we get through those times that we just feel so beat down? Because building a business is hard, but building a business in this industry is even harder.
Yeah.
And you're doing 2 businesses and you're a sponsored athlete and you're a mother.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, if you're feeling overwhelmed, for myself, if I need a day, I give myself a day, because if you're truly like just so anxious and overwhelmed and you can't even focus on your work, it's going to be better for you, for your work and for you, to just take a step away and stop for a few and recharge, clear yourself, and then come back to it, because you're going to sit there and waste your time and your energy, and you're going to get frustrated. You might be having a block or any sort of, issues and stuff. And sometimes you just need to give yourself that space and allow yourself to have that.
It's like giving your body a rest instead of working out every single day, all day.
Yeah,
you got to take that rest.
Mental rest day. And you can always be like, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. For me, I schedule. Scheduling is so important and stuff. So like, if I'm having a hard day and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to give myself off tonight. I'm going to schedule to hit it hard in the morning here and here. And then that'll make me feel better too, because I see that I'm scheduling myself for work again soon. And I'm not just saying, well, I'm done. I'm just giving myself a little bit of time, and then I'm coming back to it, and we're good.
That's really good advice.
And then where in Denver are you?
In Wheat Ridge. So it's like 15 minutes right outside of Denver. Not far at all from downtown.
Okay, awesome.
Well, keep us posted, and we would love to have you back when you're ready to launch your franchise, or when you're ready to take that next big step, so that we can talk to you about what that's been like growing from where you are to a franchise. I mean,
I can't wait.
I am so excited for you. I'm so excited to see you grow. I want to hear everything that's going on with you. Keep us posted, please. And ladies, if you are interested in what Janessa is doing, breakthestigmafitness.com. Her products are available there. Those amazing t-shirts that she showed us are there under the shop tab. Watch out for her. She's a sponsored athlete, and she's someone you need to definitely connect with if you have not already. And tell me again the name of your Facebook group.
The Facebook group is Break the Stigma Fitness Worldwide. And that'll be me. And, I want people to come in and talk about how they use cannabis and fitness with their daily workouts, and just build that community of people throughout, all besides just Colorado. I want everyone to feel included with this, and so definitely that group, if you're interested, or if you use cannabis in your workout, come check it out, come say hi, introduce yourself. That would be totally cool.
We'll put that as one of our recommended groups, so that ladies, if you want to join that group, you can just find it there, and the links available at the top of our page at Women Entrepreneurs in Cannabis. And then when you're ready to launch the videos online to do, doing live streaming workouts, sign me up.
We definitely have a lot of, there's plans for YouTube channel for, to have these videos up so people can continually be able to see them, informational videos, random stuff from how to make cannabis coconut oil to how to work out with your cannabis, and, just all sorts of stuff, product reviews and stuff. So that's in the works as well. It's coming. So just stay tuned, check out, just my regular Facebook and stuff too. I definitely post all my updates on there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Janessa.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ladies, very much. We have a great weekend. We will be back on Monday with Mentor Monday. We look forward to seeing you then. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.